Hey guys! What's up? Alpha Lion Simba here, and welcome to another creature comparison. This one's going to be one of a few that are holiday specials, given that the holidays are upon us. And this time I'm comparing the polar bear, or Ursus maritimus, versus the grizzly bear, or Ursus arctos horribilis. Now, I may be repeating myself from my comparison between the polar bear and the Kodiak bear, so I'm going to do my best not to repeat myself, but you still might want to bear with me, no pun intended. So, with no further ado, let's cover the bear necessities. As always, we start with our similarities. First up, both the polar bear and the grizzly bear are members of the bear family, or Ursidae, and are often tied for the title of the largest land carnivore in the world. More on that later. And they're both excellent swimmers. In fact, polar bears have been known to swim for up to miles in search of food. And when foraging for food, both species rely mainly on their keen senses of smell. In fact, a bear's sense of smell is 7 times better than that of a bloodhound. Now then, let's talk about the differences. First up is their range and habitat preferences. The polar bear lives in the Arctic Circle and lives in tundras and ice caps. Grizzlies, on the other paw, live in the states of Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, and Washington, Western Canada, and all of Alaska, where they mainly live in mountains and forests. And while they're both often tied for the largest land carnivore in the world, polar bears are much bigger than grizzlies. An adult male polar bear weighs up to 1,595 pounds, while an adult female weighs up to 548 pounds, and they are 7.9 to 9.9 feet long. And when standing on their hind legs, an adult male polar bear can stand 10 feet tall, although the record was 12 feet tall, while an adult female usually stands up to 8 feet tall on her hind legs. By contrast, a fully grown grizzly weighs 150 to 600 kilograms, or 330 to 1,322 pounds. They are 180 to 213 centimeters, or 71 to 84 inches long, and usually stand about 3 to 5 feet when standing on all fours, and when standing on their hind legs, usually stand about 9 feet tall. And while both species are classified as carnivores, there's a major difference in their dietary habits. Polar bears are almost exclusively carnivorous, feeding mainly on seals and whale carcasses, since little to no vegetation grows in the Arctic. By contrast, grizzly bears are omnivores. While they will eat fish, carrion, small to large mammals, and insects, meat makes up only a small percentage of a grizzly's diet. All the rest comes from plants, such as berries, dandelions, and sedge. Also, after fattening up through the summer and fall, grizzly bears hibernate through the winter in dens that they dug themselves. By contrast, polar bears don't hibernate, although the females will dig maternity dens in which to have their cubs. There's also a difference in their conservation status. Polar bears are listed as vulnerable on the IUCN Red List, and they are threatened by oil pollution and climate change. And there are only between 22,000 and 31,000 polar bears left in the wild. By contrast, the grizzly bear is listed as least concern. With a population of 55,000 individuals living in the wild, 30,000 of which live in Alaska. Well, that was it. My creature comparison on the polar bear and the grizzly bear. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave requests in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Alpha Lion Simba, out.